The show.
Hey, welcome to another edition of the show with Brian and Pat. We are here once again in studio, and we have a special guest with us today, a good friend of Pat and I's.
Pat and Eyes?
Pat and I's. That's what it is. I like to say Pat and I's.
Is it not a patronise?
It could be that. It could be
Pat
whatever
and
we want, you know. I could say Patty Eyes or Patty, or
Irish
to bring
eyes.
back Irish Eyes, or bring back
yeah.
Paddywhack Eyes.
Okay, I just like
That's
both of you.
No, we have a
That was
good
of the
friend
devil.
in here by the name of Nick Keith. We've known Nick for a couple of years, you longer than I have, Pat.
Yeah, so since I was just a wee little boy.
Wee little boy.
I was about 14 when I first met Nick.
Wow, that was what, 19?
The silence is deafening. It was like,
The crickets. I think it was an 80. I was 84.
oh, man, that hurts.
Sorry, Nick.
I was 84. It was 84. What
It was 84.
Okay, I'm
when I
feeling
first
about like that. Right
Either or is pretty good, actually.
So that was 20-something years ago.
So
Anyway, but you know what else is really cool about Nick is him and I share something very important, and that is that he is a Razorback fan.
Yes.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Okay, but
Pat,
wait a
remember what you did last time that almost got you in trouble. I control the soundboard. Don't forget that.
But
Yeah, but
listen to that.
Can I sing my version?
no, you may not. I, mean, I don't know if that's even scriptural. If it's
Brian, would you like to tell everybody why we're playing this song right now?
Yes, because Tennessee almost won last night.
Whatever, man. They got beat pretty bad.
Once they went to sleep when they got back to the hotel, they
Yeah.
started dreaming. I wish we would have won.
We could have stopped McFadden.
It would have
Yeah,
been
that
great.
was, I have to admit, that was pretty bad. Because
Hold on, let's get the end of this. Thank you.
That was the end.
That was
Okay.
it.
that was
I
awesome.
had to put Brian through the torture, so anyway, it's done.
Hey, as long as we didn't lose, that's fine. And we didn't play yesterday, so
So you're pretty safe, huh?
I was pretty safe. And the Bears play tonight, so they're going to
That
beat
should
the
be-
Giants.
That should
It's
be
a
a good game.
no-brainer.
I hope so because it helps out the Cowboys, which it's been hard to be a Cowboys fan for about the last 6 years since Emmitt Smith was with them. or
It's been
whatever.
hard to be a Bears fan since 1986.
That's right.
This
So
is
up
true.
to the last 2 years, so I can sympathize somewhat with you on that. So,
Well, let's tell everybody how they can contact us real quick.
well, of course, why don't you do it this time
well, you
for
can
us?
you can email us.
See if you can get it right this time.
Shut it. You can email us at the show with Brian and Pat at yahoo.com, or you can go to MySpace, and it's MySpace / no, it's MySpace.com
Told you.
/ the show with Brian and Pat. And I really don't like him, Nick. I
Well,
don't even
we're-
know why I do this.
He's just trying to keep things accurate, you know.
But anyway, you can go
We'll
leave
pray
us
for
a
him
comment, email, tell us what you think, and give us some ideas, what you want to hear.
And we've got an AIM account as well that people can get onto, which is AOL's Instant Messenger, which our AIM account name is the show Brian and Pat, which we do all of our live stuff on right across from there. So be sure to add us to that as well. Nick, it's a pleasure having you here today.
It's great to be here.
It's nice to be ganged up on by two Hog fans.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's hilarious too, don't you?
Well, you know, we just am glad that part of Arkansas's name is not having to do with misery.
Okay, that's just
Deafening
wrong,
silence
man.
right there.
That's
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
That's
the crickets
wrong.
are, the crickets are dying too.
So tell us, Nick. Okay, we've worked with you. We worked with you in youth I did for 4 years,
Something like
and
that.
Pat said since 1969 he has. So what else do you do? Tell me a little bit more to the listeners.
1969, I heard
I was
that. I
hoping
heard
if
that
anybody was
just kinda
already pick
sliding
up
in
on
there.
that. Shapow. Tell me a little bit more about it. Tell us, the listener, who you are.
Oh, well, I've been a fundraiser. I work with schools. I've done that for 16 years now, and just kind of as a sideline after getting started in that, I realized that I could do different voices and different impersonations and using comedy and stuff. And I have gone to open mic nights at the comedy place, and I forgot what it's called, Looney Bin, I think.
Looney Bin?
Yeah, here locally. That was a long time ago, though. I've mostly spoken for senior classes and FBLAs and things like that at schools,
Cool.
doing comedy and just talking to them.
So who you do impressions and all this kind of stuff? What's some of your favorite, and who all do you do?
Well, I learned how to do Ace Ventura and Forrest Gump and Bill Clinton, George Bush, and
Who is your favorite one to do?
goodness, I don't know. It's always fun to poke fun, and for that reason, Bill Clinton stands out. That's one of the ones I like doing, as well as.
Can you give us a taste of it?
Well, I probably can. Just real quick. I'm so glad to be here. I am telling you, I'm so happy to be here. And I just wish that there were some cuter women around here. That's all I care about. I'm telling you, it's great. Anyway, thanks a lot. You'll be shot for that.
Give me a little bit of George Bush.
First one? Or
You both of them.
All
Let's
right,
do
we'll do
senior first.
We'll do senior first. He was all concerned about Saddam back in the early.
Saddam.
That's what he called him, because he knew that it was. I forgot what it really meant, but
What are you doing, Pat?
Pat's over here pushing the crickets button. We're
Pat's
gonna
got
have
the
to-
trigger button going too much.
I just got to be part of the comedy. I want to be involved somewhere.
That was an accident.
I'm Pat. Yeah. So are you. But anyhow, but a truthful, maybe an accident to some, but in the Lord, nothing is an accident. Even Pat. Anyway,
God loves all his
he
little
was-
children.
Yes, he does. He loves them all. Even Pat.
For 20 years, I put up with that.
Since when? 84?
Oh, this
84?
is, I thought the Red Rain interview was good, but this one's pretty good right
This
here.
one's getting scary.
So let me hear senior George Bush Senior.
was talking about the first Desert War, the one that he didn't quite go into Baghdad on that one, and he was always concerned about what was going on. He would say, got the Saddam, he's out there, he's evil, wrong, bad, gonna get him, gonna stay the course. Wouldn't be prudent to unstay the course. Gonna stay on it. Gonna kill him. Evil, hang him from the yardarm. Anyway, that's
The best part is the facial expressions while you're doing this. This is great. Okay, so of course you senior, you've done Clinton. Let's do Junior here.
Junior W. His thing is
Now you kind of look like W, which is the best part.
It's the scariest part of the whole deal. I put on the gray wig one time, and
Yeah, because you get into character when you do these sometimes, right?
yes,
I remember one time you did a couple different characters. That was interesting.
I've gotten in trouble before, I try to stay spiritual on all sides, but sometimes it's difficult whenever you're talking about doing comedy. You just one of the things you have to do is just kind of cut loose and not worry about that. But
I've seen him do a really good Michael Jackson. Speaking of cutting
Michael
loose,
Jackson. Anyway,
he put the makeup on, the wig, the shoes, the glove. The whole
Hold
nine.
up. I remember there was a day that you put on makeup.
Okay,
the
let's
shoes,
move
the
on here.
gloves.
we're not even going to. Now, wait a minute, you're going to have to explain that now for
Well,
the
we
audience,
talked-
because
we talked
they're
about
gonna
this in
think
one-
scary things about our dear friend Pat here.
We talked about this in one of our other episodes with the Halloween episode where he dressed up as a girl. Him and his wife switched roles. She dressed up as a guy, he dressed up a girl. And then we brought into play the picture that I found a couple years ago where you and Pat and another person were dressed up as three lovely women.
Oh, that
You
was a
remember that?
long time ago, and it was at a church camp, and I sound like a politician just backpedaling on everything right now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey, I didn't even inhale. That was a long time ago, and I was a different person back then. I didn't even know the Lord.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to a break real quick, and we'll be right back with the show with Brian and Pat.
The show with Brian and Pat.